What is up, guys? Welcome on back to Tech Talk Vids, and today I want to talk to you about two of the most gifted phones this Christmas, and I couldn't agree with that sentiment more. In that they are very deserving, and I think people are going to enjoy both. On the budget side, we have the Motorola Stylus 5G 2024. 2024. And, everything that I get out of almost everything I get out of my S24 Ultra, this almost does. I say almost, but you can pick these phones up, and as some people did for the holidays, sub $250 unlocked, 256 gigs of storage with a 1 terabyte expandable SD card. Really good cameras. I argue maybe the best cameras in that price point for a new phone. And, the 50 megapixel shooter here is no punk. It is really good. The front facing camera, it's a 32 megapixels, also really good. Audio is great, and it has something that most phones don't have, and that is a headphone jack. This thing is absolutely a beast for everyday use. You're not going to find another phone that will do up towards and as much as this phone in this price point. So if you got one of these phones and you're like, oh, I got this cheap phone or this phone sucks, I carry flagship phones, obviously, but this is one of my favorite phones this year. Like, this is one of the phones that are in my pocket every single day. That's how good this is, where the price point, whether it was cheap or expensive, didn't matter. This thing, absolutely a beast. If you got one of these for Christmas, you're winning. Outside of that, we get to this at the total opposite of the spectrum. If you're a veteran, if you get that veteran discount with Apple and you're at like an 8% tax rate, somewhere around there, this is about $1,170 for a 256 gig version unlocked of the iPhone 16 Pro Max. The little camera button or whatever on the side is kind of a gimmick for me. I really don't use this at all. I'd still go right here to the camera button on my screen. I know it's quicker to just press here, but it's just, I just don't see it. I think Apple did it just because they knew that the phone was pretty much the same, minus, smaller bezels and a little bit larger screen. They really didn't have a choice this year. They had to do something, and that's what they did. The Apple Intelligence, as you see it glowing right there around the edges, kind of cool. But when I compare it to things like Gemini, even on a quote-unquote what they would call a food stamp phone, Gemini just mops the floor with Apple Intelligence right now. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to get better, and Apple Intelligence did make Siri better, for sure, but, we'll just do a quick test. What Chinese buffets are open on Christmas Day here? And it just pulls up stuff from the maps. Not anything not anything relevant, where Gemini will literally have a conversation with me, tell me what's open, put it into my map, and start navigating me there. It's just little nuanced things that make the Gemini AI a little bit better. But that said, it is a remarkable improvement over what Siri was, and it will probably be better next year, as most things Apple does, as well as their flip foldable phone that they are supposedly going to launch. But a lot of you guys got this for Christmas this year, and people are like, oh, it's just an iPhone, that thing sucks. I will say this, for the iPhone this year, with the video, the cinematic video on this thing, that 4K cinematic video is the closest thing that I've shot. The 8K video that comes out of the S24 Ultra is really good. and it looks really good on a TV. The 4K HDR footage that I get out of, you know, the max settings footage that I get out of this iPhone is some of the best footage I've ever seen in mobile photography. That said, you know, once you upload it to YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or anywhere else, it gets compressed, and then the footage from the S24 Ultra looks just as good, and in some cases better than when I get out of the iPhone. So, but if you got either one of these phones for Christmas, you're doing good. You're doing amazingly well for yourself. Both of these are amazing deals in terms of their respective ecosystems. And you can run a YouTube channel with this phone right now today, shoot, edit, upload, manage everything on the channel with this iPhone right now today. And you could do the very same thing with this little Motorola too. Now, it's not going to be as quick. It's going to take longer to export videos. That is true. But you could do it. Not a lot of excuses for people not to get their own YouTube channels rolling. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what you got for Christmas in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.